So how do you do? Because I understand that you can help someone to reprogram himself in coaching, in face-to-face coaching. But how do you do, for example, if you want to help 2,000 people to become millionaire? How to help them to reprogram their mind?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
Well, if you, at my seminar, my flagship seminar is called Mind Masterpiece. So say there's 500 people in the room. They're there to learn. I don't come in there and program them to be a millionaire. We will walk through programming sessions to where I'll put them in what's called a hypnoidal state of hypnosis, and we'll get the ball rolling. But they will leave with the strategies, the tactics, and the tools and the patterns to do it themselves, to continue it on. They're not going to come in 15 minutes leave as a multimillionaire. We're going to go over some of that programming there, just like a personal trainer will show you how to work out. Then it's up to you to go to the gym and consistently apply that. And the change is very fast, very rapid. So most of my seminars, people are there for different reasons. Not everybody's there to be a millionaire. You know, people are there for many, many different reasons. So I'll teach them the tools, and then they can customize those tools for whatever it is that they want. If you're looking at the millionaire, the first thing is we have to identify, if we were just going to focus on that, then we have to identify what their relationship is with money. Okay, we need to know, is money good? Is money bad? Do you feel that people with money are good? Do you feel that people with money are bad? So once we're able to ask questions and see what they're programming it, then we can unlock and come back and make sure that they don't have any problem moving toward that. Then we elevate their self-confidence and self-esteem on a subconscious level. Fear, you're only born with two fears: fear of falling and the fear of noise. That's it. So at my seminars, I'll put a board on the stage, and I'll have you walk across it. 8 inches wide, 15 feet long, 12 feet long. No problem. Put you in a state of hypnosis, tell you that that board is suspended between two 20-story buildings. Remember the subconscious? It really thinks it is. You can't walk across it. Why? Fear of falling. Fear of dying. Is it really between two buildings? No, but your mind thought it was. So all the fear came in. I can't walk across it. Well, the same thing. I can't get on stage and sing that song for everybody because they may not like me. They have a need for approval. It's very important what other people think of them. So we're able to go in, not disengage what other people think, but go in to the subconscious using a variety of techniques and get their self-esteem and self-image up to where they feel worthy of success. Once you're worthy of success and you attach it to something that you're making money by giving, not by taking, then the gate's open. You couldn't stop your business from growing because other people are going to sense that you're genuine. And that's the biggest thing. Are you genuine? I don't have a problem paying somebody to help me as long as I feel that they're doing it for the right reason.
In France, I have some speakers and beginners in speaking who comes to me. How can I become a speaker, and how can I succeed in this domain, in this field? Inside themselves, they want to give, but maybe they are in a part of their brain they want to get also because they are poor or something like that. How to truly focus on giving?
Well, that happens automatically if you genuinely. I have no opposition to making money. I've made a lot of money. I have no problem with that. Yeah. But I make the money by feeling that I'm not selling them something that's not real. So they're going to, in other words, if you were a doctor and you knew how to fix my broken arm and you knew how to do it, you wouldn't have a problem with me paying you because in your mind you go, I can help him. But if you were pretending to fix my broken arm, then that's what I'm talking about. Is now you're taking money, you're not giving what they expected from you. Yeah. So if you look at a beginner speaker, part of it really is practice. I mean, part of it, you cannot hypnotize somebody to be a good guitar player. You can hypnotize them to get over the fear of the audience. You can hypnotize them to become more disciplined to practice, but I can't hypnotize them to play all the chords better tomorrow. They're going to have to get in front of the audience. They're going to have to, start to practice. It's interesting because I learned under the world's greatest hypnotist in the world when I started to study. And
who is he?
Oh, there's many. I studied under 4 different. Gil Boyne was one in Los Angeles. He's passed on now, but he's master. And so I sought out the way that I'm a big believer in mentorship. So anytime I want to do anything, I go find who the best in the world are. Then I go, why would I spend hours without being with the best? So if they're accessible, then I'll go find those individuals.
And how do you know who is the best?
I ask people. If I were to ask somebody now who is the best basketball player, I'll get 1 or 2 or 3 people. I don't even have to know anything about basketball. It will be the same 3, 4, 5 people. People that know the subject would know. If I asked you who is the best tennis player in the world, I get 2 or 3 different people.
Yeah.
Any profession that people are involved in, they'll know who, the best are.
Okay, so you ask people to find the top 5 people in the field to learn from them, right?
Yeah, top 2 or 3. I mean, I learned from 2 or 3, and then, then I became as good as them. It doesn't mean that that a tennis player today is not as good as the tennis player from 20 years ago. They could be better. So you just have to get the right instruction because it accelerates your journey. I wanted to learn from the best people. It's not that big of a deal. I could have learned from other people. I just felt I wanted to learn.
And when you say learning, you say following training, or you mean coaching, or you mean mentoring?
Learning hypnosis.
But it is in a room, or it is in face-to-face?
No, it's in a class.
In a class.
It's in a class, and then I studied under those individuals privately for a year. Both. First a class, and then because I had other people, and then privately, and then hypnosis, then you're on your own. You have to, in my personal opinion, I've taught a lot of hypnotists, and I think you need to do 1,000 people before you're any good at all. 1,000. If I teach it, I certify people in hypnosis. When they're done, they're okay. It's like going to karate. I can't make you a black belt in 1 month. I can teach you what a black belt knows, but you're going to have to get good at it. So it takes time. There's no instant you're a black belt. There's no instant you're a champion dancer, a champion piano player. You're going to have to practice it. So they were honest, so I went out and practiced and practiced and practiced. I'd put groups anywhere I could, timeshares, hotels, parties, anywhere I could go and get a group of people, and I would practice and practice, and I'd fail. I'd practice and I'd fail. I would videotape it and watch what I said, how I said it. Oh, that's what I did wrong. And I got better and better and better.
Great.
Yeah, it took a long time. But it's well worth it because it's like anything. Hypnosis in personal development to me is like music is to a musician. There's nothing they'd rather do, than practice their music. Same with me. There's nothing I'd rather do than teach and practice and develop new skills for the human mind. There's nothing else I'd rather do.